Today we're looking at Principle 1 of the Charity Governance Code, which is the organisational purpose, or as we would say, the charity's purpose. But before we get into that, there's an extra principle in the code, isn't there, which is there's an entry point to it.
Yeah, I think it's important to know that the code makes certain assumptions, which is referred to as the foundation principle. So this is that it's assumed that trustees are committed to their charity's cause and delivering the purpose for public benefit, that they know their legal role and responsibilities, so that would include being familiar with the Charity Commission's essential guidance trustee and their governing document, and that they're committed to good governance and contributing to continued improvement.
Well, they're coming to the right place if they're committed to good governance, which is the Charity Governance Code. So the first principle, the organisation's purpose, the charity's purpose, in our analogy where the charity is the bus, how does the charity's purpose fit into that?
It's all about the destination on this one, and how are you going to get there. And I think the board needs to be clear about the charity's aims and values, and also they need to ensure they've got a shared understanding of the purposes, so they don't get into mission drift, which is where charities can often get away from their stated purposes, and we do see that a lot in practice.
Yes, indeed, and they're always coming back to the purposes. Now, there's a lot of detail we could talk about here from the code, so what would you say is the main signpost on charities' purposes?
Are the board focusing on performance and purpose? What systems have they got in place to measure impact? Is the strategy sustainable for the longer term? Do you need to step away from the bus in order to reflect on your overall destination? And I think the key takeaway would be, do all the trustees and senior management know what the stated purposes are? So go away, look at your governing document and see if you know what they are.
Great, thank you. And next time we'll be looking at 3 purposes of the principle of the code all around the trustee board.